All right, we're getting an early start on this one tonight. It is 9:38, so we're gonna get this one started. But tonight we're gonna be taking a look at the Alexa 6. Wait a minute, something's missing. Oh, that's right, it's here. I've been using it. So let's dive down, take a look at it, and I'll show you what I've been running it in and give you the pros and cons of it. All right, let's get y'all in here. All right, so today we're going to be looking at the Alexa, or the 6 by Alexa. Alexa? I think that's how you spell it. Say it, pronounce it. Anyway, here's everything it comes with. Give you all a little freeze frame right there. I like the packaging on it. But this one's really nifty because it comes with Boro and dot. You get dot chimney and a dot bottom, and we'll go over that in a minute. I was running it in the dot tank in the Dirty Sturdy for a little while. And I do like it in there. It's really nice, but I wasn't taking the Sturdy to work anymore, and I really wanted to put this RBA through its paces. So I switched tanks. I didn't use either one of these. I threw it in a P tank so I could run it in the Ceto 2. Because that is my work mod. I dropped it, had to glue the face back on because it broke right there. A little sad. But other than that, it's holding up pretty good. Enough about that. Let's get back to this. So with the dot tank, it's a little weird because it has a sliding glass, which I'm not used to with a dot. But it has a sliding glass. It comes with... They're still wet. I just cleaned those. It comes with a dot chimney and a dot ring. And I'll explain more about this in a moment whenever we get to the other side. But it comes with the dot tank, which is actually pretty cool. I mean, they got some nice designs on there. And I'll put these back in here for now. Oop, thought I was going to. Leave that out for the moment. But I'm going to be setting this back up tonight in the dot tank because it's Easter weekend and I am going to be running around like crazy all weekend. So I'm going to run the Dirty Sturdy so I can always have a backup tank ready to go in case one of them burns out with the amount of running around that I have to do this week, because I will not be able to sit down to rebuild until Sunday night. Now, this does come with the dot tank, like I said, but it also comes with the Boro tank, which is what this is set up in right now. It's set up for Boro. Now, I haven't used this brand new Boro tank. It is brand new. I haven't even slid it open yet. But I'm not going to use this, so I'm not going to try and force it open anymore because my luck, I chipped the glass or something. Ooh, it was moving a little bit. But it's got the same design as the dot, which is pretty cool. I like all the writing on it. They do have different colors of these tanks. If I can find them, I'll put them around here. I'm not sure of the actual colors right now. But it's a pretty sturdy tank, and it will fit in all of your Boro mods, or at least the ones that I have that I've tried it on. But before we dig down into this any deeper, let's take a look at what it comes with in the little peripheral pouch. Doo -doo -doo -doo. There we go. Okay. So I'm going to lay this down here, and then we're going to zoom way in for you. How about that? You're going to get multiple airflow pins, and you're going to get 4 airflow pins. And the one I got in here right now is, focus my eyes, 2.0. Now, if I'm not mistaken, you're going to get 3.0, the 1.5, and the 4. No, you get a 1, a 4, a 2. You get a 1, 2, 3, and 4. I'll put it that way. I'll just run it that way. You get, I'll put it on the blue so y'all can see it. You get a chimney O-ring. You get boro glass O-ring. You get a base O-ring and a dot tank O-ring, which is actually pretty nifty. They give you gaskets for both, O-ring for base and for chimney. And this chimney gasket will work for both the dot and the boro. All right, so we're gonna zoom back out for the moment. Oh, nope, see, glad I zoomed out. We're gonna go ahead and just drop that back in there for now. That was the grub screws. You get 2 grub screws as well. So now, let's put this on a build stand, and I'll show you what I've been running in it, and we'll go over the deck. Oh wait, almost forgot. You unscrew this normally to put it on a build stand, but on this one, you also, let's see if I can get y'all back in here. Yep, there we go. On these also, you'll notice that it says boro. This is the boro collar. This is the dot collar. This is what allows it to be ran in dot mod tanks, or in the dot mod, and this is what allows it to be ran in the boro. And it just simply just screws on. Let's put it on the build stand and let's show you what we got here. All right, we'll put those off to the side for now. There you go. You got Alexa on one side. Let's do it this way so I can read it. Alexa on one side, and then you have 6 on the other. This is not a screw chimney, it's an O-ring chimney. And this is pretty big bore on that. And there's your deck. 2.5 is the biggest I went. You could probably fit a 3 in there, but it'd be pushing it really close to the edges. But I don't know what the slant's for, but it looks pretty cool. Let's see if I can get y'all down even further. Yeah, that might be a little pixelated. Let's see here. You notice there's a little hook right here. And putting this coil in, that makes it rather easy because you can put it in there and you go to tighten down and it holds that lead down in that groove. Same thing on this side. There's that little hook right there. But I am running a Twisted Timmy's 2.5 Alien in here, and it's been working wonders. I've got it set a little high off of my base, and it's been working beautifully. But you got flathead grub screws. I like those, especially with how these just barely stick out. so you don't have to worry about dropping it down. Trying to get a screwdriver small enough to fit down in the hole. It's beautiful. So I don't have to put it on this build stand to put a coil in it. Obviously have one in it. So we're just going to get this ready to go in to the Dirty Sturdy. Oh, I gotta get my carousel of mods moved over. There we go. We're gonna throw it in the dirty. I'm still waiting to find a new set of panels. I love these panels because I painted them, but they're all beat up and scratched up. So I would like a new set of panels. I found a set of sturdy panels that I really like. They're like a blue resin with white laid in. Beautiful. But I have not acquired them yet. I will. But yeah, so we're going to put it in the dirty. So what we're going to do, we're going to take the sturdy tank out. And we're going to take the Boro collar, the one that says Boro on it, and we're going to drop it back in the package. And the Boro chimney is going to go back in the package as well. All right, so you're still going to use the same base, and you're still going to use the same cap. The only differences that you're going to change are the collar for the bottom and the chimney. This one actually screws in. I don't know if y'all can see that or not. This one actually screws in to the top of the tank. But we will address that when we go to put it together. Let's wick this and let's get it ready to go. So we're going to throw it on our fire. And just so we're clear, this coil is reading at 3.4. Oh, and if anybody's got a lead on one of those build tabs, I would really like one. If you know where to locate one, put it in the comments. I've been trying to find one, but everywhere I've looked, it's been sold out. If you don't know what I'm talking about, I'll put an image up here. But I'm looking for one. It's a little flat build tab. Because I think that would be so much nicer than running it on this old E-Leaf iSolos. Alright. But you know how this goes. We're running a 2.5, so we're going to run 2.5 cotton. And I have really fallen in love with this rope cotton. I used to get it in big wads and you have to tear it off. This already rolled out for 2.5. Beautiful. But what I'm going to do is separate it a little bit like this. Spread it out a little bit. Get all them fibers nice and taut. There we go. Let's roll it up. Nice and fluffy like. See, all nice and fluffy now. Then I'll take and twist that end down. And I am running the 2 in here, which works out rather well for me. The 2.0 airflow pin. For mouth to lung, I know a lot of people don't like it, but with the restrictive airflow that I have on the sturdy, it works. I don't know why it works, but it works. We'll slide it through, go back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, let those fibers even out on the inside. Call that good to go. Now, mob style wicking if it wasn't such a good RBA, I would mark it down as a con, but it's a good one. Airflow's good. I can't knock it. I trim them pretty close. I'll knock my edges off. Same thing on this side. Pretty close. I don't have to knock my edges off on that one. I'll pop them flat. Pancake them up against it. And then trim the bottoms. Get rid of that. And that's not a lot of excess. Look at that. Did good on that one. I didn't cut too much. Yay. Oh, that was on the wrong side. I didn't mean to bump you. I didn't mean to shake you. I apologize. That was my fault. I can admit when I was wrong. But now we have to figure out what we're going to use. What we're going to use. Well, I have this one out, so I might as well use it. Tonight we're going to be rocking the Twisted Timmy's Fresh Batch. Fresh baked strawberry graham cookie with strawberry puree icing. I just had it. It was on my table. I didn't have to go digging for another bottle of juice. That's why we're using this. It is really good, but we're going to put, when I get the other one ready to go, I'll probably put a different style juice in it. So we're just going to drip, pulse, drip, pulse, drip, pulse, drip, pulse, drip, pulse. We're going to repeat that until we just start seeing it come out of the sides. Something like that. You see how the outside's white, the center's wet? Well, that one got a little too much on it. So did this one. But now we're not too hot. And we know our cotton's saturated. This is where it gets a little bit tricky. Because we have to unscrew this. Take our dot collar. Screw that on. And you see where it says .6? Yeah. And what I like to do is I'll go through and don't do it with your finger. Yeah. We're just going to pancake that up against the side there. Same thing on this side. Pancake it right up the side of it. I'll set that over there for now. What I like to do is I'll take the 6 and I'll put it out front, but I'm dropping this in the dot mod, just like that. Now this is where it gets a little tricky because your cotton will get flubarred in there if you're not careful. But we're going to do that right there. And what I like to do is shimmy it around, and I'll take this and tuck my cotton back down. And that's why I cut mine a little bit long. And I'll do the same thing on this side. Just take the tip to my scissor and just pancake it back out. And then I will slide it down into place. And you notice we're good all the way around now. Now here's where it gets interesting, because this is the chimney. And what I have found this would be a con, is this tool, what I normally use is the backside of my tweezers. It just barely fits in there, but not quite. And when I got this was super tight. And I had to find a big flathead to stick in there to get it out. See, it just wants to slip. It doesn't want to grab, and I don't want to mar that up any more than I absolutely have to. But check my cottons one more time. We're good. We're good. And then I'll take and slide some juice around that, just so it slides a little bit easier. See? So much easier. Just like that. Just like this. Just like that. We're good to go. Now, what we're going to do is, I got a little bit of moisture. And yes, for quick cleanings, I have an Altoids can full of cheap Q-tips. It makes life easier. You end up with little like condensation and a little bit of juice residue. So I just like to clean it all up real quick just to make sure. And then I will close this up, and we are going to throw that in there just like a dot. But that tank opens way big inside of here, which is weird. So I just go down a little bit. I don't go all the way down. I don't slam it down. But just enough to get that nozzle in there, like this. We're going to drink up, little buddy. And then push it up. And I tried, when I first got this and I put it in the dot, I tried to go up more than that. And it took me a minute to realize that that's all the way up. I don't know why. I just kept trying to push it up more. It was weird. It was weird. But that's what it looks like in Sturdy. So let's throw a battery in this. And let's give it a few runs. Do I not? There we go. I was about to say I don't have one, but I do. That was ill-advised of me. All right. I've been working this freaking Sturdy boy. Woo. All right. But let's go over pros, cons, and everything else with the Alexa 6. Okay? Let's start with the cons. The tanks, getting them open for the first time, it's a pain. It is a pain. It took me paper towels and holding this down with one hand and like thumbing it with the paper towel just to get a better grip on it, just to get that glass to slide. And that's on both of them. I haven't even opened the Boro tank yet. So excuse me. Those gaskets are good. But and the other con that I have is the top of the dot. That right there. That's my only other con. They don't give you a tool or anything to open it. And every vapor that I've ever seen uses the back of this. Because everybody has them. Everybody uses them. If you run a rebuildable, you have a set of tweezers. And everybody uses the back of them. And it works on everything. I mean, here. When I get home, this is what I rock. This is my go-to. Like, as soon as I get home, this is what I start vaping on. Okay? Now this has cappuccino and cream in it, but that's neither here nor there. But come on, man. It fits. It fits. This, no, all it does is just, like, let me see. Can I get y'all down? Oh, no, I didn't want 5. Come on, 2. There we go. You see? It just barely fits in there, and it's that tip. And it's not enough to actually grab it. So, like, you've got to, like, force it in there. But I had to get a big flathead to go in there the first time and to break it loose. But other than that, then it comes loose. I just filled it up, otherwise I'd take it off. But that's a con for me. Now, a pro, well, that's all the cons that I have. So we're going to start on the pros now. The pros is it'll fit in everything. It's in a dot tank right now. It'll fit in a Boro because it comes with both of them. But I rock the Ceto 2 at work all day, every day. This is my work mod. That's what I bought this for. It rocks. Well, do I have? Oh, no, it's cleaning right now. Let me. All right, let's do this. I'll go ahead and pull it out. It needs to come out anyway. Okay. I run a P tank on my daily. Sorry, it's been soaking in water. But, yeah. But I run a P tank, which is a little bit bigger. Actually, it's rather close, but it's a little bit bigger than a dot tank. And it's just a little bit smaller than a Boro. It's like right there in between it. Okay, and you probably know what a P tank is. You probably have a few mods that take them. But this is what I run. And this 6 with the Boro configuration on it fits in here beautifully. It's just big enough to where the flavor's great, but it's also just small enough to where it fits inside of here and you're not shoving your cotton up against the walls. You still have plenty of room. It is beautiful for what I use it for. Now, I like the fact that it came with a dot, and I like the fact that it came with a Boro. Maybe we can try getting some Boro and P tanks, or just Boro and or P tank and dot tanks. That'd be nice. But put that over here. Finish drying, little buddy. Doo-doo-doo. All right. But for the pros, great airflow. Great airflow. Whew. Great airflow, great flavor. Great it's easy to put coils in, easy to build on. It's rather nice. I'm not understanding the slopes. I wonder, do they have a picture of it? Yeah. I'm not understanding the slopes on it, but I'm not complaining about it. It's rather nice. Now, I've never really been a fan of the mob style wicking, but this one works rather well. Okay, it works rather well. But that's about all I have to say about that, because I am waffling now. I originally shot this video last week, but I did 3 videos in a row, and this was the last video, and I had an opening and an unboxing, and it was just incoherent. I was rather tired about that point in time. It was 2 o'clock in the morning. But if you would like to see that, I have that on my Patreon. I'll put that down there in the bottom. You don't have to pay to watch it, but yeah. But yeah, so this is rather cheap as well. I think I paid probably $50 for the whole setup. Done, out the door. It was rather nice. So if you're looking for something that won't break the bank and you want to run it in dot and in Boro, yeah, go pick it up. It's nice. But that's it. Y'all have a good night. Once again, thank y'all for hanging out with oh, 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 the blue collar bastard.